between the Atlanta Falcons and the Buffalo Bills. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. On first down, Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 28.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Good ball carrier.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. From the gun on third down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. In this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
40-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Curtis. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On play action, Allen. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
3rd and 3.
Allen off the play fake. The third down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
For the field goal, a 51-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
They're on 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you know, certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the #1 goal? Make the...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead.
To kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Zach Moss out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
33-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. The catch and run good for 24 yards.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, they'll throw with Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play. And facing a 2nd and long. And again, it's Allen. And Beasley with it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 24-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this 1st quarter of play. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bills 3.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
First down, Atlanta.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Gurley. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Following the penalty, it's Gurley. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Ryan. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to get this out to the 25.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
10 at the 40-yard line.
From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Allen again. And that's caught by Beasley. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Allen to Beasley. 1st down, Buffalo.
1st and 10 at the 7.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Down and sacked. The tackle made back at the 25-yard line.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down, eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. From the gun, Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. It took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down, but hey, not only did they get the 1st down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a 1st down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And the Falcon.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing again, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Got his man complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 35. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Throwing again, Ryan. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10, we're all knotted up at 10, but it appears that may change soon. Only question is, will they have to settle for 3? To throw again, Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Hauschka's kick is good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage.
13.
So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. From the 24, Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Jordan Poyer.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Ito Smith, the Atlanta.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And it's third down.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Flush to his right. That's complete to Smith. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on second and goal here. On second and goal, Ryan, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. They'll try and push it in with Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
4th and goal at the 2-yard line.
Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown.
Atlanta.
Julio Jones. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the Falcons.
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
57 to Mike. I'm here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Todd Gurley, the ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
To throw is Ryan. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Ryan's pass.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Allen, quick slant to Brown.
Allen's pass.
That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have cut it to within a score.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, They count on him getting additional yardage almost every time, and that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
It's up and good, and the lead's now down to 3 at 20-17.
Makes the score Falcons 20, Bills 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38.
Atlanta.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Pretty nice work defensively there on the 1st down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Ryan. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 8-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Again, the ball carrier.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
34-yard line.
It's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's get it. 57. 319. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Show it.
On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped him to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. We often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From midfield now, here's Ryan. He'll drop this underneath to Gurley. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. All day. I got him. Help me. Hey, tight.
He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. Bills.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts.
Another Bill.
As the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1 yard line.
He's back to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
Allen's pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
3-yard line.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go.
3rd and 1.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the first down. Allen to throw. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that's a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. Oh, good return up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. One last shot for Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Today's final score, Bills 24,